Are we heading for another ice age?
Well, the Earth is cooling at the moment. Global warming is a myth. We are not in a global warming period. We're in a global cooling period at the moment. It's not precipitous. We're not going to go into another ice age. The conditions, the environmental conditions
Yeah.
that produced the one and only ice age that occurred in the past no longer exist. People don't understand this because, unfortunately, they're being taught by evolutionists in school. And there's been millions and billions of years, and there have been multiple ice ages, and they have convinced people of this, but it's purely propaganda. Now, when you take a look at the Bible, there was one ice age. The first mention of it is in Job, the book of Job, written 350 years after the flood. But at the time of the flood, we have the perfect conditions for forming polar ice caps, which did not exist before the flood. Before the flood, there were no polar ice caps. But at the time of the flood, we have tremendous amounts of hot water coming from below, being added to tropical seas, which already existed. And of course, the warmer the water, the faster it evaporates, and that puts a lot of moisture into the atmosphere. But at the same time, during the time of Noah's flood, there was tremendous volcanic activity, thousands and thousands of volcanoes all going off at the same time. And this put volcanic ash into the atmosphere, and it blocked out sunlight, which caused the atmosphere to cool rapidly. And these are the two perfect conditions to form polar ice caps. There was only one ice age. It lasted approximately 700 years. That's our best estimate. Roughly 500 years up, 200 years down. But when the volcanic activity stops, it slows down, the ash comes down, the atmosphere opens up, the sunlight comes in, the ice caps melt back to where they are basically today. And so those conditions do not exist today, and the global cooling that we are in at the moment is not going to produce another ice age.